So Wednesdays, we love to bring women we love, women who are doing great things, women we admire. And today, we have our guest. She's a businesswoman, author, storyteller. She has written inspiring books like The Unlikely Oil Merchant, Letters on Parenting, and Abike, A Harvest of Grace. With a background in business administration, her investment ventures cut across farming, hospitality, and real estate. Welcome with us, Mrs. Omotayo Fakorede in the building.
Welcome.
Good to have you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
At first, I noticed they had the henna.
Yeah.
What's Auntie? You're still doing henna at this young age of yours?
I just got back from Ilori for a week-long wedding.
Nice.
The Begores was really beautiful, and it was my first time of doing this. I love the culture. Monday there was a program, Tuesday program, and
So tell us a bit about yourself. Many people are watching the show, they have no idea who you are. Give us a background of where you grew up, how you got into business, and the whole works. Let's start with that.
Okay, thank you. My name is Omotayo, Basirat Omotayo Fakorede. And I grew up in Lagos Island, born, buttered, bred. I stepped out to school in Elaro for a moment and then came back to Lagos as well. I started business quite early when I joined my mom after my national diploma. I wanted to go back for my higher degree, but I started counting money and then couldn't go back again. So I still wish to do it sometimes if I have my way. Right. But here I am today. I am married to Are Bashir Fakorede. We have 5 lovely children, 4 girls and a boy. We run our businesses, mostly gas stations, and we've been in it for since 1995.
Whoa, that's a lot.
And then we are not much and we're not little in our own way, but here we are.
I like your passion to profit. When I read the profile sent, I noticed that they talked about your crochet making. It's something that I've always admired from afar. You see this, my hand is only to chop. You know? I don't know how to do, handwork like that. How did it start for you? And, how did you now make such a hobby, a profit thing?
Okay, I hashtag it passion to profit. I'm sure some of us at school at that time had this, they take us to centers on Fridays, whereby we learn little things going on. And then that's where I got the initial knowledge of it. Growing up, and I met a mentor, so to say, in the person of Mrs. Dolakwa Shibaju. One day we were going out, and then we were waiting for the flight at the airport. And meanwhile, we drove past Crafty's shop in Ikeja. Yeah. So she just got me a handle of a bag and a wool and also some yarns and then the pin. So while waiting, she just gave them to me, said, watch me. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do this. You've been teaching it for years. I'm not interested. She said, just watch me. And then she was doing the same thing as I was. And then I was just mumbling and doing anything I could. And when the flight came, she left and said, send me pictures as you progress. And I struggled with it till now. And all of a sudden, I saw that this is like a passion. I tried to teach quite a number of people the little I know, and people started getting involved in it. And what I see is, for crochet these days, it's becoming like the makeup of them. Yeah. When there's no work, and people like ladies especially tend to want to find their hands doing something and the other. So crochet is becoming big now. Everyone opening an Instagram page to promote whatever they're doing and all of it. Before I knew it, I was in China. I got some products. And in my neighborhood, I didn't know people were looking for yarns. And I just kept a little there. Let's play here. I called it a crochet hub. Ladies come in, we lounge, we talk, we do crochet. Let me see what you're doing, what project are you on, and all of that. Before I knew, the whole yarn finished. So since then, it's becoming a business for me.
I'd like to redirect this conversation to how do you make money? Like, because when we see women who have money, who are looking good, who are still doing henna at your age, we know you have something. So we want to learn, how did you start the business? Say you have a few stations here and there, as if it just came like that. What are some of the sacrifices? Give us the step, because we want to learn from your own experience, so that we too,
the investments that started it.
The whole works. Give us some kind of direction.
I wrote a few of it in my book, highlighting my husband's journey in business and his person generally. The Unlikely Oil Merchant. He struggled. It's been a passion. He worked as a station manager with his former boss sometime, and he had a passion to run a gas station. But it was difficult for him to have one. And that was the dream he had, and he kept working, doing this and that to see if he could gather money to at least become a dealer in one of the major marketers, but it wasn't really easy for him. In the line of that dream, I met with him, and then we got married. And all I've done since we married is support him in everything he's been doing. So it's more of a, more or less a business, a family business.
Right.
And it kept growing from step to step. I think we have about 15 stations in Lagos and its environs. Yeah. Like I mentioned, small. Small.
Okay, yes.
And some of them are affiliated to major marketers. Some are named in our business name and all of that.
So let me take you back to what you said initially, how you started business early. I would like to have a bit of a history with that. Did you have parents who were into business? How did you get that idea to start making money very early?
My mom ran a shop in Okeari, Lagos. So during the holidays, we come home to help out and all of that. And then there's a particular thing she taught us, her brother and I, who lived with us then. And she would come home. She has a bunch of, packed monies in different denominations and scattered around. And she just pour it down. She has the amount, how she sold them. And then she knows the total of the money. She just pour it. She said, arrange this money in denominations and get me the total, both of you. I'm talking about when I was 15, 14, and I think I'm 2 years older than my brother. So we'll arrange. If it's short, like 500 naira or so, she'll say, go back there. I know what I put in there. So those trainings helped to love, money, buying and selling and all of that. I tell my children now that business is good. Like Yoruba will say, I'm sorry, he says, Ishe asheje, owo ashela. So I love business. I love to buy and sell. It's been helpful.
When you're talking about that, I had the exact same experience as growing up. Fortunately, I didn't end up loving business. My mother used to make me count and arrange all the money. She'll come from Okeari, same thing, she has a store. And she'll make me just count all the money and help her batch it. But I don't know why business just...
Not your part.
I don't know.
That's why your mother loved me.
Yes. So most of your book are self-explanatory, like The Unlikely, Oil Merchant, letters on Parenting. Can you give us a little bit of insight? I'm interested in the Abike, A Harvester's Grace.
Okay, Abike, A Harvest of Grace is about my mom. Okay. So some time ago, I just sat down and I have ladies, the way they look at your family, your husband, how you love up and all of that. They think you don't have banters and all of that, So they'll come to me and tell me what they're going through. Quite a number of them. And I'm like, I don't think I have these solutions and all of that. So one day I just picked one or two of them. I think about 4 of us for the first time. I said, let's sit with my mom. I think I saw some of the things she went through marriage-wise. Let's sit with her, let her just tell us how it is. Tell her what you are going through. She's one that I think has experiences in all this. My dad had 4 wives. She's the first, and some of the experiences she had in the process. So we sat with her, and then we were sharing up. She would tell, we would tear up, and all of it. So outside that, I saw the effect it had on those people. So I started gathering them. I call it an evening with grandma. We've had a couple of it happening, and we see people talking, telling their passions, crying up, and all of that. We don't record it. So it made people to be able to open up and then gist with us. And they've gone home with coming back with beautiful feedbacks, how it had helped them. There was a particular one that gave us a take-home. She mentioned, our grandma eats. And something like that. If grandma could survive till now, why can't I? And all of that. So when we kept on, I just feel like, let me make this story into a book. Let people, you can't doubt what you see, like my teachers say. So let's gather.
About your husband, your relationship with your husband, because we see the pictures, you guys are always doing all these. Anyway, so I follow you on social media, and I see all these. Are they lovey-dovey? Tell us, how did...
I'm taking after you.
No, we don't do lovey-dovey. Our own is very okay. That's your degree. Your degree is high level. But how have you guys sustained that love?
How many years is the marriage?
My first is 28 years old, my first child.
The first child.
She got married last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And, well, we've had I once asked my children, do we fight? Your dad and I, you put him like there is no issue. You say you bicker. you don't fight.
You big cat. I like that.
Yeah. So that's where we are. We have our moments.
Yes.
But in a little, we die here.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of
Okay, so I was fortunate to see a play on Sunday, produced by Ola Owak, one of our colleagues here. And it was about the market woman story, the market leader story. It was Abibatu Mogaji, Abisola Mogaji, market woman, her biography written by Yerima and played out as a play. And while watching, my small experience as a 16-year-old market woman in the Lagos Island, picking up things to sell, started coming, because people tell the market woman story from a place of poverty, no opportunities, and seeing it, I remember Alaja Davis, may Allah rest her soul. She used to give me goods. I want you to just share, a market woman's success story. Because most people don't know how successful those market women are.
Exactly.
They inspire so much in me. And I would really like, just as you were talking, someone who has a success story of, you have your struggles, but your business was your distraction. It was what you put in all your best. It was from there you raised the best of children who went abroad, who became president today. I would like that kind of story, your mother's story.
Well, I don't think there is a particular syllabus to selling. It depends also in the area of what you're doing. We've seen people, run it and it came down. We've seen people stay steadfast and all of it. The only thing I'll say is the steadfastness, is God's help and grace, and you just know that this is your forte. Yeah. This is your calling. We've seen people that are meant to be in market areas that they are in 9 to 5. Yeah. And you see people in 9 to 5 that, come on, you're supposed to be selling. I know I have a little mentee, BC. I tell her, BC, you can market, you can sell, look at all of this. And then sometimes you see what you wear, people like them, and then you can just buy and sell them. So it is just, it's inbuilt, so to say. It's not that you're not going to have issues being a market person or even in 9 to 5. But then, just face it, they usually had been, I need someone to sponsor me, I need money, I need, wet with her. Even though Yoruba mentioned that, if you don't have a help, especially mentors and financial helps and whatever help you need when you are buying and selling, when it comes to selling, basically, wealth delays and it may never come.
So we know that.
I'm sorry, Morayo, and I think that is part of the things that gave back to what we are doing today. Yeah. And I'm going to
tell us about what you're doing today.
Okay. It's called Ignite Career Innovative. And I'm not meant to speak about them, but because it's powered by my husband, that's why I'm here to talk on them and on what we do. My husband is somebody that is passionate about financing people through education, maybe because of his upbringing, he didn't have that. Before I forget, I did that Unlikely Oil Merchant into a movie. It's called The Gay.
So you produced it.
It's called The Gay, and it's on Prime.
Very nice.
Now.
Oh, nice.
It's a story of...
Oh, nice. It's now, we can watch it on Prime.
It's on Prime now. It's been there since December.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's there, you can watch it. It's just to inspire youth, inspire young ones that you can do this, even though it is not easy, but it's doable. So, like I mentioned, this is his passion to sponsor people through school, sponsor them through whatever initiative they want to do. So this Ignite Career initiative is the first and they speak with. They are the ones that go to universities, see people that are passionate about businesses and what they want to do, and look for sponsors to help them. So today we are giving out their certificates of incorporation, paid for by my husband.
Wow.
So we want to target Are Bashir Foundation, Fakorede Foundation for them. So he pays some school fees all over Lagos. He spends people abroad. He sponsors them and all. I know a lot of people do it, but we need more people to help in this initiative with the Ignite Career, which is not ours. We just powered. We need more people to help them.
Well done.
So we are giving out the certificate today in Unilag for about 3,000 students. Wow. So they are coming out in batches. But the first set, if you wait for all of them to come out, some of them would have passed out and we won't be able to give them. So we are giving about 500 out today. And then as it's coming out, we keep giving it to them.
Congratulations, well done.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on diversifying your portfolio? Because I can see that your wealth didn't just come from maybe the oil, right? That also you have investments in farming and in other sectors. So what are your thoughts on a business person or an individual diversifying their portfolio and not sticking to something in terms of wealth creation?
Okay, to me, I think when the time is there, ripe, you will know you can diversify. I remember when we were still struggling to stand, because my husband likes production a lot. He said, I want to be like Baba Koya. I want to be like doing pharmaceutical. I want to, he's always passionate and have a lot of mentors that gives him drive. Yeah. So he started this line of producing these bags, the nylon bags, paper bags, talk of poly bags and all of that. But then he didn't make it. So my own tag is, if your eye is single, your body will be full of light. But he's just wanting to do this and that. But we got a point, and he said he wanted to go into dredging, he wanted to go to estate management, he wanted to go into farming. So we named each of them, whatever they were. And when the time was ripe, he was able to do that, which gave birth. But primarily, the oil business gave back to all other businesses.
Congratulations again. So
thank you so much.
So people are going to Unilag to meet you guys.
From here, I'm Unilag presenting on his behalf to the students.
Fantastic. Well done.
Thank you.
We're here to support your work.
Thank you.
And let us know when.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.